This is ERi-TV. Dear viewers, welcome to English News Broadcast for this hour. I'm your reporter Barsabet Takhla, and following are the major headlines for today. The Ministry of Information issues a press release. President Isaias departs to Kenya. Coup leader in Gabon sworn in as transitional head of state. And floods in Spain with 240 millimeters of rain in 24 hours. Following is the press release issued by the Ministry of Information dated 4 September 2023. Saudi-based TV channel Al Hadath spewed fabricated vitriol against Eritrea in its broadcast this afternoon. This is not the first time for this channel to spread outrageous allegations against Eritrea by quoting obscure pundits, but without any modicum of effort to ascertain the validity of the stories. And today's news analysis in connection to the deplorable events in Israel yesterday, Al Hadath recycles long discredited stories on presumed Israel bases and secret military pacts with Eritrea. For the umpteenth time, the government of Eritrea underlines that 1. Eritrea had never entered at any time in the past and does not have any sort of military pact with Israel. Israel has never had and does not have listening posts in Eritrea. 2. These lies continue to be periodically floated and amplified by certain forces who harbor negative agendas against Eritrea. 3. In regard to the violent attacks perpetrated to disrupt the festivals and other half-century-old lawful activities of law-abiding Eritrean communities in the diaspora, the government of Eritrea will issue a full statement on the underlying motives as well as external tentacles and forces that have instigated and are embroiled in these despicable acts. Ministry of Information, Asmara, 4 September 2023. On the invitation of President William Ruto, President Isaias Afwerki departed to Kenya in the early morning hours of today to participate at the inaugural Africa Climate Summit, which will take place in Nairobi from 4 to 6 September. Upon arrival at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, President Isaias and his delegation were accorded warm welcome by Dr. Alfred Mutua, Minister of Foreign Affairs, and Mr. Zakaria Nijeru, Minister of Land. At the summit, which will be organized jointly by the African Union and the government of Kenya, leaders of various countries, rather African countries, and heads of regional and global organizations will discuss on the impact of climate change at regional and global level, as well as possible countermeasures that could be taken to contain it. On the margin of the summit, President Isaias will conduct meetings with various leaders and representatives of the countries and organizations. The presidential delegation includes Mr. Usman Saleh, Minister of Foreign Affairs. The summer education that has been provided to elementary school students in cooperation with the members of the first round of the National Service Association and the Ministry of Education branch in the Central Region has concluded. At the ceremony organized in which Ms. Askalu Menkorios, Minister of Tourism, took part, Mr. Asmerom Berghet, Chairman of the Education Committee, said that the program is being organized for the second time and the number of participating students has increased double-fold, indicating that the last summer education program was organized to elementary students in the subzones of Abashaul and Arbaat Asmera. Mr. Asmerom said that this year it was additionally organized in the subzones of Godaif, Sembel and Gazabanda, and expressed appreciation to the teachers who participated in the program. Ms. Askalu Menkorios, on her part, expressed gratitude to the association and said that the initiative taken by the members of the first round of the National Service Association is part of the endeavor to nurture youth with the essential skills and knowledge. On your last local report, A seminar focused on guaranteeing food for both humans and animals was hosted by the Ministry of Agriculture branch in the Ansaba region for farmers and stakeholders. The seminar, according to Mr. Daniel Mahari, Head of Regulations and Inspection, was aimed at maintaining the safety of food for both humans and animals, improving seed quality, and increasing farmers and stakeholders' understanding of the need to use safe pesticides. Stating that pesticides should only be used as a last resort, Mr. Daniel urged farmers to abstain from using dangerous pesticides and to heed the suggestions and directives of agricultural professionals. The attendees of the seminar expressed willingness to impart the knowledge they learned to other farmers in their communities. Dear viewers, that was all with your domestic report, and do stay for your international report after the short break. Welcome back. General Brice Oligui Nguema, who led a coup last week in Gabon, took the oath of office as interim president today, promising to hold free and transparent elections. Oligui, head of the elite Republican Guard, led officers in a coup on Wednesday against President Ali Bongo Ondimba that had ruled Gabon since 1967. The ousting came just moments after Bongo, 64 years old, was proclaimed victorious in last month's presidential election, a result branded as fraud by the opposition. The coup leaders on Wednesday said they had dissolved the nation's institution, cancelled the election results, and temporarily closed the borders. Other countries have not acknowledged Oligui as Gabon's legitimate leader, and he faces pressure to spell out his plans for restoring civilian rule. Several Western countries and organizations have condemned the coup while acknowledging that it is different to others on the continent due to the concerns over the credibility of the vote itself. On today's final report, a slow-moving storm brought torrential rain and stronger winds to parts of Spain starting from September 2, 2023. Emergency crews have responded to thousands of incidents across the region of Catalonia, Valencia, Andalusia, Castile and Leon, Castilla-La Mancha, and around the capital, Madrid. As of today, authorities reported a number of evacuations, high water rescues, missing persons and fatalities. In a 24-hour period from 2 to 3 September, the storm referred to as Depresión Aislada en Niveles Altos, or DANA, by Spanish authorities, dumped 243.4 millimeters of rain in Catalonia. Across the country, firefighters have reported over 1,600 incidents related to severe weather, including thousands affected by power outages. Roads have been closed and train and subway services interrupted in several districts, with reported 2 missing and 2 fatalities in Madrid. Moreover, 2 bridges and a river have been damaged in Aldea del Fresno because of the excessive flooding. Dear viewers, you're still watching us on ERi-TV, and now a quick recap of the major headlines. The Ministry of Information issues a press release. President Isaias departs to Kenya. Coup leader in Gabon sworn in as transitional head of state. And floods in Spain with 240 millimeters of rain in 24 hours. Dear viewers, that was it for today. Thanks for watching and have a good one.